for this evening. Cleveland, please keep that love going for Zivan Vasquez! Hi, how we doing? Zivan Vasquez. Zivan. That's a Slavic fertility goddess, so if anybody's looking to get pregnant or learn Russian, I have Rosetta Stone. I cannot help you with the first thing. How do you know you're half black? Because my boys don't swim. That's a racist infertility joke. I'm calibrating you. I'm figuring it out. You guys are at a good place. Zivan Vasquez. Vasquez, that's Hispanic. My mom's Hispanic. And all of the women on my mom's side married white guys. So my family's like a Chipotle. It seems Mexican, but it's only 4 white people. That is why I'm here. My dad, he's black, so I'm half black, half Hispanic. That means I only steal cleaning supplies. Did anybody bring their Swiffers tonight? Okay, we're good. Half black, half Hispanic. And I'm from Houston, so when I make lean, I put Fabuloso in it. I'm multitasking. No, my dad's black, but specifically he's African, and he's this really cool, like mysterious, metrosexual black guy. He kind of shops at Wakanda Forever 21, that kind of thing. That makes any sense? But he's very intractable. He's difficult to read. He's kind of an enigma to me, and I can say that. I'm half Nigma. It's all right. But we were talking once, and he said, you know, Zivan, I feel like you're not black enough. I feel like you traded your N-word pass for a library card, and he's right. Because I love to read, but the one thing I won't check out is Huckleberry Finn. No, it's with this voice, it sounds racist when I say it. I cannot get away with it. But some people do. Some people say the N-word. And look, I honestly think only the white people that say the N-word are the people that can't eat spicy food. So they have to get their thrills from elsewhere. It's exciting. It's a fun word to say, I guess. I don't know. But I think we should give these alt-right trolls like an adrenaline outlet, okay? Have a Klan rally at a surfing competition, okay? They've already got tiki torches. This is called compromise. Okay, maybe the K could stand for cowabunga. I don't know. I'm trying to meet them where they're at, okay? You know, white power water rafting, I don't know. Skydiving. Give your local bigot a skydiving ticket, okay? And I'll sweeten the pot. You can say it on the way down. That's it. That's the one time you can say the N-word. It's because anything you say in heaven is between you and God at that point. Or Black Jesus, I don't know. But I have a pretty multi-ethnic family, so I'm half black, half Hispanic. My older sister's half Filipina. My cousins are half Korean. My nephew is part Moroccan, and my 2 baby siblings are half white. So aside from a few crackers, it's a full cookie jar. If that cookie jar could get scholarships to any university it wanted, okay? We make all of our money, me and my cousins, just selling those like college diversity lawn pictures. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's like an Asian chick throwing a frisbee to a black guy in front of a building named after a racist. Those pictures. None of us have been to Harvard, but we're actually on the homepage if you guys want to check that out. But no, I have a pretty multi-ethnic family. I mentioned my nephew. He's about 8. He's very cute, and I've decided I want him to read more. I want him to read more books. But I've decided I want him to read woke children's books. Now, what is a woke children's book? I didn't really have them when I was a kid. There's a lot like Change Sings. There's the one about the gay penguins. If You Give a Mouse a Green Card, that one. Yeah, it turns out Speedy Gonzalez should stay the fuck home. Is that how that one goes? Co-written by Ice. But no, it made me think about like the stories for white kids are very different from the stories for POCs, because white kids get to go on adventures, but POC kids have like missions. They have things they have to do. They have to march and shit. I mean, like all of the white titles are like, you know, are fucking. They all sound like they're bragging a little bit, you know. My new pool is haunted. Like, okay, well at least you have one. That's bragging. You know, Dad has 2 mistresses and now I have 3 Christmases. You know, okay. I have a lisp, so that joke is actually very difficult to tell from just a physical standpoint. But no, all the POC kids, they have to go on these grand, like, missions and shit. Like the white kids are like, hey, Eduardo, do you want to go up Alphabet Mountain and talk to the wise owl and, get into some shit? You know how kids talk. And Eduardo's like, no, Mom says after I learn my letters, I have to write one to my congressman. Dear Abbott, in crayon, backwards R, that kind of thing. I did grow up in the South, though, and I grew up Christian, and what got me out of it was Harry Potter, because I had like an older grandparent. Well, we all do, I guess. It's not you. I'm trying to heart right now. It's just obvious platitudes, but no. My grandparents did not like Harry Potter. They were like very anti-Harry Potter, and that was it for me. I really liked Harry Potter. I was really into the magic. I was really into Harry's wand. But I did make wands. I used to like carve them. I'd go into the woods. I'd pretend to cast spells, and I get why they didn't want me reading Harry Potter. It did turn me into a gay pagan for 3 to 24 years. So, but I feel like I had the same relationship with God that I might with like Spider-Man. If a dude falls off a building, one of those guys is going to take care of it. Before or after. But I'm from Texas. I moved up to Pittsburgh. Anybody here from Pittsburgh? Very cool, very cool. So this is for you. I moved to Pittsburgh, and I found out Pittsburgh actually has the lowest suicide rate in the United States of America. The absolute lowest. Because nobody can decide which bridge to jump off of. No, because hot metal's really far from my house. You know what? I'll just get help. A lot of ways to kill yourself downtown. But no, I moved up to Pittsburgh for school, and I studied physics. And I know what you're thinking. Not very hood rat of you, Zivan. I know. But I only studied black holes and white bitches, so it actually evens out. Yeah, me and Neil deGrasse Tyson on Friday nights, we'd look for Ashleys and asteroids. Me and him. He's my mentor. No, but I moved up to study, and I graduated, and I got this job. And I recently lost it. I used to work at PPG. PPG Industries, they sell paint. And when I first started working there, I realized that a lot of conservatives work at PPG. And I just didn't understand why. It was kind of weird to me. But then I realized it's a paint company. We see color. We definitely see color. Yeah, you try sitting in 20 meetings about the color brown and not have some feelings come up. What's hit this season, Johnson? Medea beige? What's hitting the shelves? Guys? No, but I learned a lot about myself in college. I thought for a while I had ADHD. Turns out I just wanted Adderall. And I got it. It's, by the way, what Adderall shortage? You know how fucking easy it is to get Adderall? If you zone out in front of a psychiatrist, they will pelt you with pills. Like a neurodivergent fucking wedding. So yeah, you gotta hustle for that shit. Don't come crying to me, no. But Adderall's a weird drug because it's a psychiatric medication, it's a study drug, but it's also a party drug. But I've never been at a party where it's like the music's bumping, the chicks are fine. Someone comes up to you, oh, what's this? Well, does anybody have an essay that I could write? Yeah, no, we'll go back to your bedroom, but can I make your bed for 20 minutes and organize your records or something? Is that okay? Never happens. This is what I assume happens at parties. But I was hooking up with this girl once, and afterwards, post-coitus, if you will, she says, you have the body of a Greek statue. I'm like, wow, thank you. She's like, da-da-da-da. That just means you don't move around very much and your penis is very small. I'm like, okay. That's the last time I fucking art history major. Those wily coyotes. No, I am from down south, and I feel like I really connect with what's the Latin? White trash. That's the. Oh, I like these people. They're very optimistic. They're very happy people because nowhere else could the trailer park flood, and they write a song called Redneck Yacht Club. You guys know that song is about. I guess that's just for me. Fair enough. But no, I feel like my relationship with race is kind of interesting, being ethnic at all. But being mixed and having mixed relatives is kind of, I feel like I have a very nuanced way of looking at it. I know you guys are probably familiar with 23andMe. 23andMe, everybody is very cool. Has anybody done that? Has anybody? Do you know what your pie chart was? What the breakdown was?
Yeah.
What was it?
Polish.
Very cool.
Irish.
Awesome.
English.
Fantastic. All right, let's hear it for arbitrary ethnic identity. That's good shit. That's very good shit. I think 23andMe is interesting because I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist. I think it's just a ploy to get as much spit as possible. That's what the super rich is doing these days. I feel like there's probably a dude in a penthouse in like a loogie jacuzzi. Get in, the water's warm. It's 95% Mexican. This is real. I just set the jets to Japanese, Dave. It's like a massage. No, but genetics are interesting. I don't have very good genetics. I don't think I'd make a very good civil rights activist because I'm full of hate, but also they won't let me in the meetings because I keep calling them rallies. But no, I don't think I make a very good civil rights activist because I have bunions, and it's very difficult to march for equality when your toes aren't even equal. A lot of walking goes on, you know what I mean? They're like, we're going to Birmingham, we're going to Washington, Zivan, are you in? Why don't we just write town hall? Why do we always have to go to the place? I don't know. I'm just saying if Rosa Parks had hemorrhoids, she wouldn't have been able to sit on the bus, much less. These are my genes telling me a big message. I don't know. Sorry, maybe I've lost you. We needed Dr. King, but I need Dr. Scholl's. Does that make sense? Okay, good. That's thin ice on that one. No, gosh. You, sir, are you from around here? Ooh, where are you from? Indiana, very cool. Anybody else from Indiana? Awesome, I'll just keep talking to you. This is just for you. What do you do? Construction management, all right. And what's your name, if you don't mind? Joel, Indiana, construction management. Dating is so weird, guys. Oh my, is anybody else on the apps? I know it's a fucking, sorry, that was going nowhere. You have to know when to jettison. What do you say, kill your darlings? This was, ugh. No, gosh. No, I was on the dating apps for a little while because I'm a stand-up comedian, and what else am I going to talk to you guys about? But I was on the apps for a while, and I also play Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you. That's very good. But I play Dungeons and Dragons, and if you know a little bit about D&D, there's a guy called the Dungeon Master. That is, if you don't know, the guy with the least amount of life in the friend group. Yeah. Carl's barely holding on. He can write the autistic improv show we're gonna do for the next 20 weeks/years. But that's the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master is the chief guy, and I Dungeon Master, and I put that on my Tinder profile. Don't get ahead of me. I have thoughts to share. But I put it on my Tinder profile, I match with this girl, she shows up, we have very different ideas about what's about to go down. I've got dice, she's got anal beads. Okay. Maybe we could roll this. I've got a pointy hat, she has a weirdly sharp strap-on. Okay. She did bring a wand, and actually that was okay, that was fine. That was fine with me. No, I'm pretty geeky, and I'm really good at math, and I put the numbers together, and I realized I have about 4 months worth of rent in comic books at home. Has anybody else had their water cut off because they liked Aquaman a little too much? Yeah, the king of the sea is why I smell like fish. I mean shit, I smell like shit. I'm very poor. No, I have all this, I put all my money in comic books and just random shit, and so I always need money to pay my rent. I need to call my parents all the time, like another $1,000, another $1,000. And my dad, he's like, why? Look, Zivan, if you're doing drugs, I'm like, it's so much worse. Yeah, Pop, the only heroin I like is called Black Widow. No, it's very depressing. Gosh, I live in an apartment, and I live in kind of a shitty, like college apartment. And I only take showers in my shitty college apartment because the only reason to take a bath in a shitty college apartment is to kill yourself. No, but I'm not gonna. I'm just saying, if you hear the faucet a little too long, hide the sharp objects, bust down the door. Something's about to go down. No, but I was doing a little background. Speaking of genetics, on my family, and we have two main things, which is depression and diabetes. And the silver lining there is if you have diabetes, you now have access to the most delicious form of suicide. How'd Reggie die? Oh my God, he poured himself a bath and he plugged in a toaster and he had like 2 or 3 Pop-Tarts. Oh my God. But one thing you have to think about, and again, I'm not anywhere close to being in the, I'm very happy. But one thing you have to think about is, if you kill yourself, what song do you play? This is something you see in movies. I've thought about it for a while, but I've realized yes, that's it.
I have a playlist.
Yeah, no, make a playlist, exactly. That's a good idea. Okay, what would be the first song on your playlist?
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Oh, well, yeah, no, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. And you should seek help. But if you have to...
You're right.
Just give me, what's in your, on repeat right now?
Radiohead.
Radiohead. Oh, that's too easy. That's fucking... Yeah, no. But I like music and life, I guess. But no, if I were to kill myself, I'd probably play it on Spotify, but I'm poor. I don't have Spotify Premium, so by the time they find me, it'll start with The Cure, but the autoplay, it fucks you. When they find me, it'll be Drake. It'll be... What the fuck is that? In that hotline? Oh, shit, okay. Okay, that's a little... But I'll leave you guys on this. I grew up in Texas, and so I've written a lot of jokes about Texas. I misspoke. I've written a lot of jokes about the KKK. What's the difference? But I wrote this one joke, and in this joke I have to use the word Klansman. And first night I tell this joke, I say, bad setup, shitty punchline, worst tag. You guys have been listening. But somewhere in this joke I have to say the word Klansman, and this woman, she pops up in the back, she goes, Klansperson! Yeah, you got me. I didn't know we were fighting the fight for them. They part of it too? And look, I only say them because you never know, but if your pronouns are on your robe, something is canceling out. You don't get brownie points for that shit. I've never been running down Main Street, proud boys, proud folks in tow, and they're like, you get your black cis-head ass out of here. I think that's my cue to get my black cis-head out of here. You guys ready for the rest of your show? Fantastic. I've been Zivan Vasquez. You can follow me on Instagram or out into the parking lot.